Hello, everybody. It's your old friends at Nerds of Us, and welcome back to the Game Gallery, the new and, well, different version of the Game Gallery. Yes, there's two very different heads on screen here. I have enlisted Dave and Aaron to guide us through what is going to be a series of yikes on this channel going forward. Foxy and Dennis they have decided that we are going to watch a series of problematic games on the channel, and as you mentioned, you may have watched from the last video on the playlist or from a couple of weeks ago that Dennis had earmarked Night Trap to be our next game. So obviously plans have changed a little bit. Night Trap is still on the cards, but we are going to push that back a little bit to see if we can do it for a live session, gentlemen. Yeah, I should have probably told you this beforehand. I want to play Night Trap with you and with you all in person. So we'll cross the bridge.
We'll get to that.
Anyway,
We'll get to that.
We'll work it out. We'll work on that. Yeah. But in the meantime, I thought I'd clear out one of the other three in that collection, because in this collection of yikes, we had Night Trap, the famous pearl clenching from the 90s. We have Cobra Space Adventure, which is just Japanese sleaze game, and we then have Spud, which will reveal yikes every chapter.
Was Night Trap that very famous role-playing game that had real video clips in it interspersed around the gameplay? Or am I wrong?
Yeah, it was an FMV game. So it was the one where, like, you're playing, like, there you had the home intruders, like, trying to kidnap women and all that. Yeah. It's like really fucking goofy to look at it now, but it was famously the game that, like, one of the games, including Mortal Kombat, that introduced the age rating into video games, because a lot of American senators couldn't understand how games worked and thought they were corrupting the youth of America, as opposed to, guns and Christian fundamentalism.
The mental health epidemic, which is ravaging the country at the moment.
Exactly, yeah.
Grand Theft Auto.
But yeah, exactly. Grand Theft Auto doesn't make you vote for Trump, so there's always, you have to factor that in. Anyway, so we're gonna start off with Spud, because it was the first one I could play, and I was able to get it done in one session because it is that fucking quick. And sweet mercifully Jesus, thankfully it is. So you guys know absolutely nothing about Spud, and I've kept it that way.
I haven't researched it. I haven't looked at it. I don't know what to expect. So this is completely new from my end.
All I know is that it's problematic, and my response to Jonathan was, I made a black on black crime joke at the last weekend at Amy's. So really, we'll see how it goes. It's tripped me
up. Yes, we will, Aaron. Yes, we will. We may have made a terrible mistake here, but we shall see. We'll make this work. So, gentlemen, are you ready to count in?
Yeah, count me down.
Let's do it. Okay, on 3, 2, 1, play. So, the first thing to tell you is that this was made by a British company, Cherubus, as you saw there. A team of basically 4 college students, essentially, back in the time when that was acceptable as a game studio. And this is a Christmas game.
A Christmas game, okay.
Oh, yes. The plot twists start really early here, lads. I'm not going to tell you. And yes, this is an actual cutscene.
Wow.
Phenomenal.
Wow, I'm getting major Def Leppard vibes off this thing.
Yeah, fucking. There's a Dire Straits video in there somewhere that's competing for the.
That's what. Did you know what I was thinking? That Dire Straits.
Yeah, hey, look, it's Santa Claus.
Yeah.
I regret I am unable to present.
Jesus, that fringe is like a tongue.
But my home has fallen under attack, and I'm afraid my mission to bring joy to the children of the world this year will fail. I'm afraid I have a bit of a confession to make, Spud. You see, I've spent the last 400 years making lots
Was this on the 3DO by a shell?
DOSBox. This is a PC game.
Hobby,
Jesus.
So any kind of screen tearing you're seeing there is because of DOSBox. It's not actually how the game would have played on CD. Granted, it still looks shit, and that's more to do with the game. But any screen tearing you're seeing is emulator related.
This is our most desperate hour. Help me, young fellow, me lad. You're my only hope. You must learn the
That's
ways
a Star
of the
Wars
cube
gimmick
if you're to
infringement.
come with me to save the old man. Your grandfather's being held prisoner in the South Pole by a despicable creature they call Dr. Chillbrain. He's taken the magic toy-making machine to manufacture strange and evil new toys. He says he's gonna conquer
Why does this sound
the world
like?
with
Why does the man sound like an Italian mobster sleazeball? Hey, yo!
Man, you
I'm
gotta
walking,
Don't ask me why. Then I think all the voices were done by 1 or 2 people, and shocking enough, they're also the game designers. So yeah,
Why does the hand look like a pig?
I don't know. Like, okay, right. I'm gonna have to explain how this game works, right? So this is an adventure game. This is a
It's
first-person
gnome.
point-and-click game. Okay.
Sure.
So when you were in this first area, you're basically in Santa's manor here, right? And 2 things you have to do first of all is essentially assemble the reindeer, Avenger style. You have to find all the reindeer in this area and bring them to the sleds, and we're gonna rescue Santa that way, right? That's the first plan. The second thing to get your head around is that Spud cannot do anything himself. He is a child. He is fucking useless. Okay, which means that he can't do any actual puzzles. So what he has to do is he has to use gnomes or bunnies, basically as little kind of like tools. So you combine whatever items you get, you combine with the gnomes or bunnies to basically work on the whatever things you want. So if you need something done, let's say if you wanted to blow up something or you wanted to build something, you need to use a gnome to do so. But you have to collect gnomes first. And here's the shocker, lads. This is the only part of the game where you can collect gnomes or bunnies. So if you didn't know about the gimmick beforehand and you go to the second level, you are fucked. Because you're literally out of gems, out of tools to use up your items.
Jesus.
I gotta be honest, that's slightly cool in the sense of just like, I'm gonna fuck with him, but we're not gonna tell him how we're gonna fuck with him, right? So when they get to the next level, they're gonna realize, oh shit, I gotta start it all over again.
Well, I should be clear. This all would have been explained in the game manual. This is still in the time where literally the entire plot is revealed in a fucking booklet, you know. But
brilliant.
Yes.
Genius.
So basically this is our inventory here. So this is our Santa's workshop here. And essentially if we want to edit, if we want to combine like bunnies and gnomes here, we do it on the table you see here. And essentially combine it with an item, that kind of as it were makes them a, you know, like a builder gnome or a, you know, whatever else comes around. And we basically go from there.
They've used a room that is basically straight out of the fucking Conjuring.
Yeah,
I'm waiting for poltergeist activity to happen in this room.
I'm kind of halfway. Do you know what this is reminding me of? Fucking Doom. Kind of halfway.
This would have been on a similar engine to Doom.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Now it's not exactly the same one because Doom has there's a few graphical flaws in Doom that give the game away. However, I have played a game that's literally on the Doom engine. That's a point-and-click adventure, and you can tell because it has the whatever glitches that Doom always had. So
yeah,
because they're literally
Doom was the game. Doom was the game that got me into gaming. Now thinking of it then when I got into it, doesn't seem that when I was playing it, going, this is just a shooting game. Realizing now that I got into gaming because I went in for an operation in the University Hospital in Cork. Went into the gaming room and they had fucking Doom on the game on the computer.
Nice.
At that point, what the fuck were you doing, lads? Got devils and blood and shit.
To be fair, like the first game I ever played was on my dad's PC, and Duke Nukem 3D was pre-installed on it.
Oh god, yeah.
Like that was my first exposure, literally.
Yep. You can't get a better life lesson than that.
Tell me about it. Obviously didn't work because I haven't been becoming a massive misogynist, so you know that works out.
The music is very calming. I will give it that.
You better get used to it because it is literally the only music in this level.
Yeah, I was thinking that. Yeah.
A cardboard box.
A cardboard box.
Wow! Unbelievable. So this is the bunny hiding in the dark corner, just like Hello.
See what I mean? Fucking Conjuring vibes, man.
Yeah.
Are we sure this isn't Friday Night at Freddy's? We're to get a fucking evil robot buddy out to kill me.
What's he doing in the back? The creep.
I mean, having a wash, Dave, is what I would guess.
Fluffy bunny.
Yeah, look at him over there. Yeah,
I'm bathing here. I'm bathing here.
I'm scrubbing here. But yes, so basically there is a difference, like in case you're wondering, like what's the actual point of the bunnies as such. The gnomes are basically tools, whereas the bunnies are essentially scapegoats. So if you wanted to test if something was deadly, you throw a bunny at it and see if it kills them. Basically, gnomes can be used the same way, but yeah, I think you have less gnomes to work with than bunnies. So that's essentially the gimmick, really. So, so the game basically, the actual like cover of the game basically prides itself in saying that it looks like a children's game. So it is actually an adult game, masquerading as a children's game. See, that's how clever it is. Which is a very cute way of saying that the game designers like sense of humor was subterranean. So you will learn what I mean by that as the show goes on.
There's a pedophile joke in there somewhere.
Oh, I'm sure there is. I mean, they kind of missed the trick if they didn't. But even the actual box blurb says it stands head and shoulders above Mist.
It's Blitzen.
Is that a dead body?
No, Aaron. Don't you recognize Blitzen?
That's not a fucking reindeer.
That's a fucking reindeer.
That's a reindeer. Clearly. Can't you tell?
Jesus Christ.
This is a horror game in disguise. Even the bunnies look like they kidnap children and eat them.
Or they were once children now and are now trapped in it, like Freddy
it's
style.
kind of like the Pinocchio donkey thing all over again.
Yeah.
Tune, oh my lord!
Jesus Christ!
What the fuck is that?
I'll make my way to
that looks that's not a reindeer. That's a guy with tree-man syndrome.
Well, whatever he is, he's blitzing.
Yeah, he's blitzing for something, all right.
Yeah.
Somebody needs to stab him in the ass with a needle. He needs a right top up.
I love that Aaron is laughing so hard he's losing connection.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I
gotta check that. I'm gonna check that into the connection.
Okay. Oh, hello.
What the fuck?
That's yeah.
Yeah, children's game, all right. Yeah.
Children's game. Yeah.
Nude showering. Yeah. What the fuck?
Yep. So now we have to get her, I believe it's Vixen, out of the, so that's another. So basically we already found 2 reindeer. One was Blitzen. We found one already, which was...
one was coked out of his brain and one was showering.
Yeah.
It's Rudy.
See, Rudy.
There's always one nerd.
Be Spud. Your grandpa told us all about you. Look, I won't be long, okay?
Right, I have now checked my internet connection again.
Oh my god.
I have no idea what's wrong with this because I'm getting like 482 download speed.
It could be because I think maybe the internet's trying to protect you, Aaron.
Jeez,
You see his voice? I'm not comfortable with that.
No. I'm not comfortable with the fact that they're all wearing Daisy Dukes.
Yeah.
They're all gay, yeah. I mean, is that what they're implying?
I don't know. I honestly couldn't tell you, Aaron.
No, because one of them was in the Vixen was a woman in the shower, showering, naked, while you're just walking in as a child.
Did you hear my Vine reference? Or did I cut off before I came through?
You cut off.
I was like, what did I call off? It was like, what's she doing there? Double cheeked up on a Thursday afternoon. There's a nice old school Vine reference there for all the old school Viners.
There you go. How they even said old school Viners is actually putting years on you.
Do you know what? Do you know what it is? And I can't get away from that because Vine is like, I think it's been out of commission for nearly 8 years now.
Many years.
Yeah.
Many years. I mean, that wasn't even my generation. I'm 6 years ahead of you.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't even into Vine when it was out originally. It was due to like YouTube compilations of Vines.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
That's how I got into them, and then I joined TikTok in 2019 when I said I'm never joining TikTok. Much like a lot of people who join TikTok, and I have had 2 straight phones in a row where the logos have been burnt into my goddamn screen. Because especially at the moment where what was that camera cut?
What the fuck? Is that bombs? Is that ammunition in those barrels?
No, apparently they're toys. Clearly.
No. Hold on, that's some Al Qaeda shit.
Is this the Israeli army trying to fuck itself into Palestine?
Is no way to know, really.
They knew then.
It's not falling since.
You're on TikTok, Dave. Have you been getting a bunch of football accounts that have been doing the Roman Reigns acknowledge me meme going around at the moment?
No. Yeah.
Oh my god, it's brilliant. Like, what's your favorite song to calm you down? And Harry has the first couple of fucking notes from the Roman Reigns song. It's like 4 there's 2 footballers and then Roman Reigns at the belt. It's such a brilliant. It's so good. It's fucking brilliant. I'll try and grab it.
Okay, that's a pillar. Yep. He's gonna thumb that door open again.
And dead gnomes.
I'm telling you now, this has gone from horror to Al Qaeda video to murder mystery in the space of like 10 minutes. This is fantastic.
As it turns out, basically, Dr. Chilblain kidnapped Santa and murdered all the gnomes that happened to be down here.
Wow. Dr. Chilblain sounds like a shit knockoff Mr. Freeze.
That's because he is, Aaron.
Is that one still alive when he died with his eyes open?
No, that one's still alive. Anything that isn't like white pale is still alive. So, because they have all the blood drain out of them, as you can tell.
Look at the blood on the wall.
Yeah, there was a shootout. These gnomes got murdered.
Okay, so shootout. So those are ammunition barrels.
Well, either or these toys have been repurposed to be ammunition barrels.
No.
It's like that that Christmas movie that came out a while back was A Violent Night, which a man who played Hellboy, which is a great movie, by the way. It's actually really funny.
I've not watched it yet.
Oh, it's perfect balance of campiness and violence, and actually completely leans into the fact that Santa is, although it never gets mentioned, a Viking. So he uses Viking runes in some cases to deal with some of the murderers and shit like that. Uses an axe. Looks like Thor. Like if you were going to do another version of Thor in the MCU, you could very easily do a more comic accurate Thor with no hassle at all. Not even comic accurate. Sorry, not comic accurate. Fucking that's not lore. Where do Vikings gods come from again? What's the name of that thing?
Fucking Norway, Norse.
No, Norse, yes. Sorry, Jesus Christ, I couldn't think of the word. I'm tired. I've had a long day.
Big toys. Hey guys, look.
Guys, toys.
Big toys.
Fucking weapons cache.
What I love about that room we were just in there is that and on the doorway there's an actual just white. There's a line of white there because that's just a bit of boundary they forgot to paint in. So that's just dead screen. They forgot to paint that in.
Oh, that was just a line of cocaine.
Yeah, fucking pretty much. I mean, I presume it took quite a bit of cocaine to make this game. We explained the lack of beta testing.
It's a little gnome.
Some failed textures there, just in the middle of the floor. That's great.
I love how you're a child. You're a child, but he's got like an adult's voice.
Well, Spud doesn't speak. That's our gnome buddy talking for us. Like he's the narrator of the piece.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So not in a monologue.
Hey, you gotta get over. Hey, look at me. I'm fucking Danny DeVito. Whatever the fuck. Get over here. It's a little gnome.
Charlie, it was Santa Claus.
Yeah, they missed a trick with that. You gotta get him. It's Santa. It's Santa did it.
The one thing I wish that they would do, which I doubt they're ever going to do in that show, is if they do another Halloween episode, get them all to dress up as DC characters, and get Danny DeVito as the Penguin again. Like how they haven't done that once in the 14 years he's been in that show is.
I have to watch Always Sunny. I've never watched it.
Oh my god! If you don't get it out the first episode, I don't think you'll ever get it because the very first episode has a great. Am I frozen again?
No, you're back again. You're back again.
So what I'm gonna do? Do you know what I'm gonna do? You keep going, right? I'm gonna leave the meeting. I'm gonna come back in. I'm gonna just restart my tablet. I think that might be the issue.
That's okay, Aaron.
Because
you might want to hang around here for the best bit, though. The best bit is going to come. You're gonna love this bit. It's gonna be great.
You're gonna love what's gonna happen on the screen. It's tune.
Yeah, that bit of music for no reason when you save. It's the best part. It's the best part of the show. You're gonna love it.
Nude reindeer again.
Why, Spud? On a cold night like this.
Oh, come on! Oh, come on!
I thought it was your grandpa.
She said.
Again. See you later in the sleigh.
I'll see you later in the sleigh, big boy. That's all I heard there. It's a child who can't speak, woman.
Can't speak.
Right, I'll be back there in 1 second, lads. I'm just gonna restart this.
Go on, we'll pause. We'll wait for you. We'll pause there. Get a pause, David. I think that was worth waiting for, wasn't it? That was traumatizing.
The fuck, man?
What? Vixen being a vixen? It was not. I'm assuming that was Vixen.
That was Vixen, yeah.
Who just exposed herself to a child.
Yep. And what's even more concerning is that Prancer the Inflatable was in her room.
Bellows.
There you go. Fourth reindeer. Perfect. We've just inflated Prancer.
Here.
Come on, it's a video game. It's a puzzle.
It's an inflatable reindeer that one of the other reindeers just inflated, and Aaron speculated that they were all gay.
And we haven't seen any proof to the contrary. Although granted, the only reason that's like telling us that is that, like, you know, they're wearing Daisy Dukes. Which again, I question the logic just generally. Like, there's a lot of things to question the logic of in this game, and this is just the start. There is an iceberg to this game, ladies and gentlemen. I can tell you that much.